What does an audition from an agent look like? What do they give you? What do you read? Well, I'm going to show you, and we're going to do it right now.
News from the booth!
Hey villagers, welcome back to the Voiceover Village. I'm Rick McIver, your village idiot and man behind the curtain. Today we're going to answer a question from a viewer from a previous video. This question comes from Caitlin with a K. If those scripts are just for practicing, then what do you use for an audition? Do you make up your own script? That's a good question. Now, I responded, but I don't know if I was super clear about it or not. So I thought I'd make a video kind of to address that. Let's take a look at some of the auditions I got from my agent from the last year. I figured these auditions are old enough. They've kind of expired. I probably won't get in trouble for showing them to you. Probably. I did have to blur out or redact or whatever you want to call it, a bunch of stuff there because, reasons. But this should give you an idea of what those emails look like when they come to you from your agent. Let's take a look. What you see in front of you right now is an actual email from one of my agents. This is my local Kansas City agent from Moxie Talent Agency. And this email came in a little bit before Halloween, but like I said, I redacted a whole bunch of stuff just because I think it's respectful. Let's take a look at the specifics. Here is from my agent, all that kind of stuff. It tells you a couple of things right away. One, this is for X client, right? This is for client Blur. And it's going to record on these dates. So you have to make sure that you're available to record on those dates. The auditions, it tells you when they're due, and please upload it to the link. My agent here just started using a Dropbox link, so it makes it super easy just to drop it right in for her, and it's named correctly because we all do that really well. Then it goes into a few more details. First, the script on this one is attached, meaning that it's an attachment, right? It's not included in the email. It tells you how much this job actually pays and what the specs are. I'll tell you a little bit more about what they're looking for as far as voice style, and that's kind of helpful. But otherwise, it's pretty straightforward. I think I can show you the actual script here. Hang on. So this was the actual script, and it's just super blurred because that's the way it is. It didn't give me any other direction. It was just, here's this voiceover for this client, and, go for it. It didn't say how many takes that they want. It didn't say if they want me to slate, but I know my agent, and she likes a specific style of slate. So there you go. That's first example. Let's look at one more. This is an example of an email, and I always get an email from my agents when it's an audition. So this is an example of when this script is embedded in the email, and it has a few more details. Same basic stuff. Here's an audition for you. It's going to record on this date. Sometimes it'll say whether it's recording at your home or whether that's going to be actually somewhere else, at a local studio. And a lot of times these days, you have to have Source Connect in order to be able to record from home. Now, this one gives me a few more details, right? We want it to be upbeat and energetic, and here's when it's due. Here are some specs about the age range and how much it pays and where it's going to be shown for the usage. If you go down a little bit farther, it has some more descriptions. Now, there's actually 3 different elements within this script. So the different ones, right? The first one is just this straight ahead kind of read. The second one seems to be a little bit more announcery. And the third one is back to your kind of conversational, easy story style reading, like you're reading to your grandkids or something. And that's it. And once you're done, you label the file correctly. I'll say that again, label the file correctly, and then submit this, whether it's an email back to your agent, or in some cases, or it's going to be like a Dropbox link that you click and then it automatically downloads to. That's what an audition from your agent is going to look like, typically. There are some exceptions where there'll be multiple scripts, or sometimes you'll get a script and then you'll get an email a couple hours later that says, oh, wait, don't use that script. Use this one instead. There might be some differences in the style of read. Maybe they'll send you some information on, hey, we like this to sound, like this kind of character, or we want it to sound a little more relaxed, or we need more energy, whatever. With an agent, yeah, they want them back as soon as possible, but they don't necessarily need them back like right now. Like if you're on a casting site, like a pay-to-play site, It's really important when that audition pops up for you to get your audition in as fast as you possibly can, because you want to be in that top 20 submitted, because after that, the client just stops listening. But with an agent audition, you have a little bit more time. Usually there's a couple of days leeway, maybe a day. I like to do it within a couple of hours if I can, if I'm not in the middle of something else. When you get an audition from your agent, and you get this script, please don't use the audition as practice. It's just bad form. If you're looking for practice scripts, I made a video about it, and I'll put it over here. That way you can practice on your own. Don't submit these auditions. Don't use them for demos. But there's more details about it in that video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope this has been helpful. Until next time.